Welcome to the Oasis Kitchen Tool. Let's get designing. First, we need your postal code so we know you're in our service area. Then you choose your collection, the shape of your room, and the scale so we can better fit your needs. All right, let's get customizing. You'll get greeted by some information. Have a read through that. It gives you some ideas on how to get through the tool. It'll be on your bottom left throughout the whole process. Okay, so let's size up our room. First, we want to use the room separator tool to split the wall. Then you can drag and move to size appropriately. You can also add the length of the room in inches into the windows to size it properly. You can add walls. You can also use that room separator again just to split and drag and drop. You can delete and then add a wall to close in the space. Okay, so next let's add some windows and let's add some doors. You can drop the windows and then you can also edit the sizing. You can do the same thing for the doors. In this case, we're adding a sliding patio door. Now that we've chosen our windows and doors to put in, we're gonna change the flooring. You can do this by either applying all or you can apply it to different areas of the room. Then there's paint, same thing. You can pick your paint color and you can apply to all, or you can also apply a paint color individually to each wall that you select. You can also add wall tiles, and we're gonna add it to both walls. You know what? Nope, we're gonna add it to one. The next step is choosing your water supply. Pick which wall that your water supply is on. Now it's gonna generate some designs for you. So pick between your different options and see which one suits your needs the best. Once you've chosen one that you think is going to work, click Next Step, and now you get to start designing. So we're going to start editing. Let's add a cabinet. Scroll down to the correct sizing that you think will fit. And you'll see that it'll say left or right. So single doors, left or right, will tell you where the hinge is placed in the cabinet. So with the left cabinet, the hinges are on the left. So I'd like to delete this one. Now I'm going to put something with a bank of drawers. That looks good, but I noticed that my wall cabinet does not quite line up properly. So I go into my 2D option mode and I use my position tool to align the cabinets properly. That looks better. Okay, so I have a space here, so I'm gonna delete this gable and I wanna find out how much space I have. I have 17.5, so let's put a pantry in there. So a 15-inch cabinet will fit, and I know that I want a right hinged cabinet, so I'll pick the right hinged 15-inch pullout. So there's an open button and a close button that will allow you to see inside the cabinet so you can see what type of accessories are included. You can also edit by changing the door fronts. You can do apply all or just apply to the one door. You can edit the handles, and you also have the option to apply all or just the one cabinet as well. Next editing option is your toe kick. You can change the different finishes. You can also add or remove your gables, and then you can also change your crown molding, which in this case we call our riser. There's some other editing buttons: open, position, duplicate, and delete. And those are excellent to modify your cabinets. Another tip is to group your items. So you're going to hold down Control and you're going to click the multiple items that you want to group. And this will make it easier to position it around the room, especially for islands. Now you can move your multiple item group with ease by just positioning it. So navigating the tool, you'll have an arrow that sits on the floor. You can move that around to get to different areas of the room. You can also hold your mouse to rotate. And then you have a couple buttons on your bottom right. You can click the display fronts, or you can turn them off and you can see inside all the cabinets. There's your 2D and your 3D modes, as well as your step-in mode, where you can change the different heights and it looks like you're standing in the actual room. So now let's start accessorizing. Let's make it personal. I want to add some stools. And then I duplicate that. And you know what? Let's add some lighting. I'm going to place this above my island, but then I'm also going to use my position tool to make sure that it's flush with the ceiling. Looks great. So with my cutting board, I want to put it to the top of my countertop. So we're going to put that at 36 inches so it'll sit on top. And then we're just going to drag it and move it over to the place that we want it. Looks great. So now that my design is created, I'm going to take some pictures. But first I need to save my project. So leave your name and a description so you know which kitchen design you've worked on. Once that's done, it's going to ask you to create an account. And all you need is your email, create a password, your first and last name, and that will allow you to edit and access all of your designs. Happy designing!